Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another month of Wales log for the month of April 2024 for Aether Gazer. So, let's get started. Originally I was planning to get this video out yesterday. Well, at the time of this video recording, probably 2 days ago at this point. But it's a good thing I didn't, because we ended up getting Tyr, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But we ended up getting his banner. And there he is. I believe he's a limited character, because he's not showing up on the perma banner, because obviously S rank shoes here. Because I think back when the two modifiers that I don't have yet, what are the names? Mengjiang, I think that's this dude's name. Mengjiang, yeah. And then Luliang. When they showed up, they both appeared on the perma banner at the same time. So since Since both Ying Zhao and S rank Tyr, I'll call him Tyr. I think Tyr sounds cooler, even though, you know, car tire, whatever. But yeah, considering he's out now and I don't see him on perma banner, I'm gonna assume he's limited, right here. So I did roll for him, actually. I was deciding whether or not I wanted to. I decided, well, you know, having more fire characters would be pretty badass. So I decided to roll for him and got him pretty quickly, actually. So it worked out. Actually, well, I can't say pretty quickly. I did get spooked by S rank, not S rank. There's only S rank. I did get spooked by Hades first, actually, but it was an early S rank at least. So you know, that's not too bad, at least. Actually, I didn't even know that Hades is not even a limited character. Actually, no, technically I should have known, because back when Aether Gazer did their pick your own rate up banner, I think this was like 2-3 months ago. I forget exactly when it was, but I do remember seeing Hades on that banner. Like Hades was one of the characters you could pick on that pick your own rate up banner. So I suppose because of that, she never was limited. Maybe she was limited in the beginning, and then they just made her permanent later. Either way, that's fine. Means that I can get more spooks of Hades and make her stronger by transcending her, so I'm all for that, at least. So useful spook at the very least for me personally, because Hades is still my #1 character, my favorite character in the game. So I'll take it. Aside from that, though, aside from Hades herself, as for Tyr himself, I've given him the basic stuff. I did get him his own access case. That's cool. Got his skills maxed out. I did decide to go with 3-piece Primordial Sun along with Caledonian Rage. So that's his sigil setup right here. Not gonna commit fully to him, considering he only has an ultimate skill chain with what's his name, Kagutsuchi, or basically Aether Gazer's Kazuha. And I don't have him built yet. So if I'm gonna use S rank Tyr, he's gonna be on his own for the most part. On his own with two other teammates that have their own skill chain, or maybe even on a team where I don't have any duo, or I don't have any ult skill chains to begin with. So not sure if I want to commit to leveling his ass up yet. We'll see, though. We'll see. I think he's even on the Chinese tier list for 2.9. I think he's still tier 1, so that means he's pretty damn good. And his playstyle seems interesting too. It's like some sort of like Dante-esque playstyle where his third skill lets him throw out a sword and he punches people with his gauntlet while his sword's just spinning around on its own out there. So seems pretty entertaining. I'll look forward to whenever I can, you know, give him a proper shot. But yeah, we'll see if I want to go that far. I believe, yeah, I should have more than enough of the spirit extract, these things, the gold ones, tier 4s, to get all his sigils to level 60 at least, and that'll obviously be a big help, but we'll see about that. Anyways, I've got him on the back burner, but for now he is at least usable, because level 80 and level 40 sigils across the board. Okay, as for my other modifiers, because I have 3 Omega modifiers, and I use these 3 pretty consistently, Bastet and Drowsy the most, obviously. Or Bastet and Oneroi, how do I say your name? I do occasionally use Buzembo Tengu every now and then. I have given them, or I have modified their sigil sets. So apparently in Aether Gazer, I don't fully understand the system myself yet, but whenever you have a character who hits Omega rank, which is the highest Transcendence rank in the game, they then have the option of equipping triple sigil sets instead of the usual double sigil sets that most other characters have, who aren't at Omega rank yet. At least this is what I understand, or this is what I think is going on here. So I looked them up and looked up what kind of Omega sigil sets that they can use, and I decided to go with Sword of Roland for Bastet here. So now she's working with double sets with I had her keep El Judnir. I don't know how to pronounce that. The new Shadow set basically, and then Decree of Waves. But then I replaced her 5 and 6 sigils with Sword of Roland instead. I think it was either between this or another set, and I figured Sword of Roland was probably going to be better. So now she's got this to work with. Same thing with Buzembo Tengu. She used to run, I forget what her old sigil set was. It's not, and I can't check what her old set was either because of the reforging system. So, but anyways, now she's running 2-piece Cupbearer, 2-piece Decree, and then 2-piece Nebel. I'll just call it 2-piece Neeb, I guess. So yeah, this is what she's running now. And then finally, Oneroi. She used to run, I think, Song of Victor, 3-piece Song of Victor, along with 3-piece Jonas Echo. But then I've switched her 3 and 4 sigils for, again, 2-piece Neeb, just like I did for Buzembo Tengu. So yeah, that way both she and Buzembo Tengu can get their ults faster, especially considering I use them with their ult chain partners. Oneroi with Hades and Buzembo Tengu with S-rank Tsukuyomi. So they're working with these for now. Those are the major changes I've had for them for now, anyway. I believe I've also been working on Buzembo Tengu's warp cores a little bit. Actually, have I? I don't even know. I think I opened some of... Yeah, I'm pretty sure last month I didn't have any of Buzembo Tengu's warp cores activated at all. So, I mean, this is an improvement from before, I'm pretty sure. So, there you go. But yeah, I do want to work on giving Buzembo Tengu some extra warp cores now that, I've actually committed to opening them up. Actually, I'm surprised Oneroi. I haven't opened Oneroi's warp cores at all, considering I used her with Hades for, Perilous Chasm, or as one of my main teams for Perilous Chasm. So, should probably, before Buzembo Tengu, honestly, I should probably work on Oneroi's, opening up her warp cores here first, now that I think about it. Other than that, let's see. My S-rank Poseidon's jumped up quite a bit in combat power because now she has hit triple S-rank. I believe, since I want to prepare for S-rank, not S-rank, since I want to prepare for Scotty when she gets buffed, starting when, 2.4, I believe? When we get Kura Mitsuwa and whatever, and Scotty gets her buff. Yeah. I believe one of the teams that I can run there, once that happens, is the Ice team with S-rank Poseidon, Scotty, and Kura Mitsuwa. So, but then I also saw that, or I also read online that ideally you wanna. I think I watched a S-rank Poseidon guide video on YouTube that says that ideally you want to have S-rank Poseidon at triple S-rank, and so I worked towards that. Since I believe there was this one, I forget where I got it exactly from, probably like a top-up bonus or whatever, where they give you like a pick your own copy of like a permanent S-rank modifier from like a limited pool, like basically a pool of all the debut S-rank modifiers. And so I realized I hadn't used that yet, so I was like, oh, I can just use it to get a copy of Aether and Poseidon, and so I did. So between that and then buying out some of her files from, like, I think the Recurring Dream shop, I think it was, between those two, I was able to get Aether and Poseidon up to triple S rank, so I'm prepared for that at least, or in that respect. So yeah, that's why my S rank Poseidon's up here with 26,000 combat power, 26,776. So that's cool. And so yeah, she should be getting more and more ready because her skills are already maxed out. She has her own unique functor. I believe I've already switched. I actually forget if this is what S rank Poseidon's ideal sigil set is gonna be once we can start running the Scotty Ice team. I'll double check on this one, but in any case, at least all of her sigils are at level 60. I did that a long time ago, actually. I think at least like a month or two ago. However, obviously I still need to optimize her enchants for her. So we'll see if I can get around to doing that at some point. And obviously her warp cores aren't open yet. But we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. I don't think I've changed anything about Hera. I've already talked about Hades and how I got spooked by an extra copy of her, so her Transcendence level's higher. I think I've gone over S rank Osiris already, and how I've given her her level 3 access key buff. So that's cool. Let's see. Let me make sure that her enchants are all optimized. I feel like they should be. Maybe they could be better. Because, for example, I don't know how much she really wants Gladiator. Maybe she wants Actually, Gladiator should be fine. Because she... Who is it? S rank Osiris tends to a normal attack a lot. Because it's not like her skills last forever. Or they can last for a long time, especially a second skill. But then it kind of works on its own. And you can still normal attack along with it. So it's like, at that point, yeah, Gladiator might not be that bad. Now that I think about it. I think these are all acceptable. I think the only thing I would change maybe is Big Hitter. Maybe I could change this to something else. If I had these spare sigil enchants, I guess. But overall, they look fine. And of course, her warp cores are fully maxed out. To no one's surprise. Okay, so Jinwoo. I believe I finished her sigil enchants now. So yeah, all of her enchants are things that she actually wants or can work with at the very least. So yeah, Shinkuryu. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably change Shinryu, this enchant, to something else. Because now that I have Gangchen, I typically run Gangchen and Lingguang ult skill chain instead of Jinwoo and Lingguang. So maybe ideally I should change this to something else. Guess I'll see what I want to change that to. But everything else, she's gotten more or less perfect enchants. So like crit rate, like crit stats, a couple of fierce assaults in there, along with a lot of fire damage blessings. Yeah. So like I'm pretty fucking happy with all my Jinwoo enchants. These took me a long ass time to perfect, and let me tell you what. So. And then now, as I think about, oh, maybe I should change her Shinryu to something else now. So that'll be fun changing. But for now, like I'll keep them here for the time being, because all of her enchants are really, really nice. At least as far as I can tell, or at least as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, Jinwoo's warp core should also be fully maxed out. Let's see, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3. 3-3, 3-3, 3-3. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Gangchen. So I don't believe I've changed much about Gangchen technically. Access key and whatnot. Sigils. Because I believe her enchant should still be unoptimized. Where she only has like one relevant enchant. And the other one's just the second one for each slot is just kind of something random. Yeah. Should be like that. So. Haven't really gotten the chance to work on her enchants yet. I believe all her warp cores are fully open. Yeah, they should all be good. Yeah. And the reason why is because I've been working on optimizing Lingguang's enchants here instead. So, max skill, unique functor, sigils, 60 across the board. And so let's take a look at her enchants. So, Enraged, Loopback. I think Loopback is really, really good on Lingguang, considering, you know, she has very critical ult skill chains with 2 of my Chinese modifiers, Jinwu and Gangchen, obviously. So, Loopback on her, especially considering I use her more. She's obviously more of a support role. I mean, she can do damage on her own, sure, but I use her more as a support for my actual DPS, like, again, Jinwu or Lingguang. So her having Loopback is actually not bad. Loopback, I believe Standing Tall is actually quite a nice enchant for her, at least from what I've read. So she has that for the time being. Standing Tall, Fierce Assault, Berserk, stuff like that. Double Standing Tall, Loopback, and yeah. So I still need to optimize her enchant starting from her 5th sigil onward. So I gotta replace Standing Fast, I gotta replace Fortitude, gotta replace Calculated Reserve. But once these are all done, and I'm gonna be far less picky about potential enchants than I was like Jinwu, because obviously, again, Lingguang is more of a support type, so she can work with more support type enchants. So broadly happy with Lingguang's enchants so far. And obviously one of our newest Chinese modifier, Yingjiao. I was gonna say Yingjiao's tits look much bigger than Lingguang's, but now that I think about it, it's probably just because of what it's probably just because of what Yingjiao's wearing. It's not really wearing much, that's for sure. In any case, though, me being a fucking perv aside, Unique Functor, level 80, 24,000 CP, max skills, level 60 sigils across the board. I believe her enchants are also unoptimized, yeah. So she's just kind of working with default, well, I say default gear for now. Let's see, I believe, going back to Lingguang real quick here, just for a moment, just to make sure that all of her warp cores are fully open. Yeah, so she's got a fully activated warp core, or warp drive. But my Yingjiao, I'm not sure how far along hers is. Let's see. Okay, she actually does have a fully maxed out warp drive. That's pretty cool. I must have done this very recently, because in my head, I'm still remembering Yingjiao's warp core still needing some more improvement. But don't need to worry about that anymore, because she's fully powered up now. So that's cool. That's Gucci. Alright. Let's see. Thor, I don't think I've touched. I forget if Thor... I'm pretty sure Thor, actually, I hadn't even bothered optimizing her enchants for. Yeah, like bouncing back, nimbleness, standing tall, bouncing back. Yeah. Actually, maybe I have optimized these, because I'm noticing multiple nimblenesses, multiple bouncing backs. Yeah, so maybe I did optimize her enchants already. Obviously, these would be much better if they were like offensive enchants, like more fierce assaults or more like crit stats or whatever, but technically I can leave them alone for now. And then Thor should also have a fully activated warp drive. There you go. And then lastly, S-rank Tsukuyomi. I don't think I've touched much of her kit so far. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, her warp drive is not fully activated yet. So maybe I can work on her next. Not even sure if she's got optimized enchants, and no, she does not. Considering she has enchants like Holy Vessel and Gifted Healer and shit like that. What does she need Water Blessing for? So, gonna definitely have to think about optimizing that for later. Other than that, I think that's about it. I already went over Tyre, obviously. Let's see. And here's Scotty. I already got her sigils to level 60. I'm not sure if this is what she wants in terms of her optimal sigil set after she gets buffed. I'm gonna have to double check this, make sure they're the right ones. It's fine though, we've got time, or I've got time. Like, at least like 2 more months or something like that. Because we should be on, what, version 2.1? Either 2.1 or 2.2. So we've got some time. Until 2.4 at least. So yeah, also gotta work on, who is it? Also gotta work on Scotty's warp drive as well. But that'll come after, I think, S-Rank Tsukuyomi and Oneroi. And hopefully I have enough time to get everybody's warp cores activated by then. Other than that, I think that's really about it. Again, I'm still missing Mengzheng and Luliang. I mean, ideally, instead of getting Hades, or getting spooked by Hades, I would prefer getting a copy of either of these two. Especially Luliang, because Luliang is the only other character that Yingjiao actually has an ult skill chain with. So, that would have been nice. Then again, Yingjiao's ult, like solo ult, is still really, really good. At least in my experience, so. But yeah. Would be nice if I got spooked by Luliang at some point. Either her or Mengjing, obviously. Either one is fine. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Not really. Oh, actually, I will say this. I did attempt Perilous Chasm Tier 6. I think, honestly, with how difficult Tier 6 Perilous Chasm is, like, I'm not even sure if my account is even, like, theoretically strong enough to get it done. Because, like, I tried doing even just the S-rank battles, I think. And I did try the one of the Omega battles, yeah, down here, because you can tell because this was my last used team. Like, this team is pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, there was still a very clear difference in, like, power between, like, I think this is the fight against the dragon boss, yeah. And so, this dragon boss just had too much health remaining. And so, I don't know if I can do Tier 6 Perilous Chasm anytime soon. Like, this game mode, this tier really seems like, it really seems like a tier that's designed for, like, mega whales. Like, oh my god, you have, like, you know, triple S rank modifiers, or, you know, you have, I don't even know what the ranking system is for, like, your functors. Like, I don't know, a tier 5 functor or some shit, right? Omega, like, Omega rank characters out the ass. Like, if this difficulty feels like a difficulty for those kinds of players, like Omega whales. So, obviously, I am not an Omega whale, so I'm not sure, honestly, if I'm ever going to be able to clear Tier 6. Maybe it's possible. Maybe I'm just not playing it well enough. Maybe I'm just bad. That's always a possibility, right? But, at the moment, I'm not too sure if there's anything I can do anything I can do in the short term to, like, allow me to beat Tier 6. Like, I don't know, man. The jump in difficulty between Tier 5 to Tier 6 is pretty fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. So, gonna take it easy on Tier 6. With the assumption that this tier was probably not really meant for whales. Or not meant for dolphins. Probably much more so for, like, actual whales and leviathans, which just fucking blow money for, you know, Omega rank characters out the ass or something. I don't know. Maybe you can do Tier 6 Perilous Chasm, even with or maybe I can do it even with the characters that I have now. But certainly I won't be able to complete it without a decent 4th team, which I'm still working on at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see if I come back to this and maybe give it a more serious shot and see if I even stand a chance in hell in finishing Tier 6. Because if not, that's okay. It's whatever. However, this does mean that now that I know how fucking bullshit, basically, Tier 6 is for Perilous Chasm, that means that my urge to, like, or my urgency, or my sense of urgency, I should say, for leveling up a 4th team has been completely eliminated. So it's like, well, okay, in this case, do I want to, like, keep working on, for example, Buzembo Tengu? I'll still work on S-Rank Tsukuyomi, obviously, because I know in the future, in the distant future, with like 2.9 or something on the Chinese server, they added S-Rank Buzembo Tengu instead of A-Rank, and S-Rank Buzembo Tengu has an ult skill chain with both S-Rank Tsukuyomi and Jin'ei. as like one of the only other like triple ult skill chains in the game. And I think it's pretty fucking cool. So I would like to prepare for a team like that, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'll still, well, I think I don't know. I know where I was trying to go with this. I will, because of that team, I will keep working on S rank Sukumi, but now I don't know if I want to keep working on S rank, A rank Busembo Tengu. So, yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. So, anyways, yeah. That'll do it for this month's Dolphins log for Aether Gazer. I think I've pretty much gone over everything. Yeah. Anyways. Again, that'll do it for me for this month. So we'll see you guys next month. Peace.